I must ask this question from you, brother. Why are you doing self-improvement? What is the whole goal of this whole thing? What is the scope of self-improvement? What is the whole scope of this journey of self-improvement, of Nofap, of working out, of meditating, of reading, and so on and so forth? The list goes on and it's yours. Why are you doing that? What is the whole reason? And so, my purpose for that was in the very beginning to just simply get out of this rut. And I've been seeing all these people out there who were inspiring me, and I was like, man, I want to become like one of them. So pretty much like my reason for that was to I was just coming from an insecure place, and I just wanted to get better, the best version of myself. And so what I realized throughout this journey is that the whole purpose over here is that I just simply want to become a better version of myself. So let me share a story with you, brothers, because I've been able to go through a huge realization today, which pretty much solved a huge problem in my life. Like the soul crushing thing and the soul crushing attitude that you just simply have to push all day long. And just simply think about that. Have you ever felt this sensation and this uncomfortable feeling that you just simply cannot allow to yourself to rest because you just simply have to be on this self-improvement journey, and so on and so forth? And so many times I just simply do have this idea inside of my head and this identity. I'm identifying with these ideas greatly, or not greatly, but mostly. So what have happened with me today is that I just simply woke up and I was like, man, like I'm feeling tired as shit. Like I'm feeling like I'm exhausted, motherfucker. I'm exhausted, I don't want to work today. So it's like, man, like fuck this shit. Like today I will not be working. Like I will not be doing anything. I'll be just laying in my bed. I'll be just like fucking like won't do anything. And so I just simply woke up despite of like, if I'm not doing anything, then what about doing the things that I didn't really have the time yesterday to do, and I've been postponing for a long time with my reason that I have to put that time into the business, whereas in reality I might not necessarily have to work that much on that business or those parts of the business. I mean nowadays, because automatization started to work, thankfully. So I just woke up and I was like, man, like I feel like a piece of shit. Like yesterday I had such a hard day, like I figured that I have some taxation bullshit going on, and I just simply couldn't really handle the stress yesterday. So I've been working out 4 fucking hours yesterday. I've been doing a hardcore running session. I've been doing a push-up session. I've been doing a hardcore running session. And after in the gym, I've been doing a deadlift session and also a bridge session. So it's like 4 fucking workouts, but I've been working like 4 fucking hours. So I was like exhausted, like motherfucker, like fucking exhausted. It's like, man, I don't want to do anything. So despite of that shit, I just simply woke up and I was like, man, okay, don't worry about that thing. You will be doing whatever you want to do, and you'll be doing it as you feel comfortable with the shit. And so I was like, man, like what would you be doing if you could be doing anything? What your soul is craving right now? I was like, light bulb, reading. I want to fucking read. I love that shit, man. Like, I love that shit. So I started reading. I did pick up the book and I was like, man, like I like this shit, so on and so forth. And I just simply went on and was reading. 2 hours passed. And I was like, man, like I'm just so fucking inspired. Now I don't really want to, go back to sleep. Now I just feel inside of myself that I'm hungry, but I'm driven to do something. And so I just woke up, I made my calls. But not with this huge resentment that I have to get that shit done, but with this enthusiasm. Man, like I got to do something. I can serve people out there. We can freaking remodel their flats and so on and so forth. So I was like, man, like let's do this shit. So, and here I am now. It's like in the beginning of the day, I was like, man, like let's just sleep back, but I didn't. So I'm here and I'm so enthusiastic to get back and get a process fixed in my business, and after that to go back reading. And I'm so excited about having lunch today because mostly I'm eating 1 meal a day. I also made my decision regarding to this to get back to intermediate fasting, because 1 meal a day is like mentally too much for me. mentally too much for me. It's like it started to take more than it gets. So take more than it gives. Fuck this shit. So what I realized today and what I wanted to share this with you is that, man, the whole purpose of this journey is for you to become better. And so you have to define the shit for yourself. That what is the thing that you would like to evolve in? And so what I realized, I mean, like, recognized again, or we say like remembered myself, is that one thing and one of the most important pillar stones of my journey always fucking was reading. Like, I began this whole journey with reading. Like, reading was the fucking base stone. And throughout the last year, I've been working out like a fucking madman, you know, like athlete level, like fucking athlete level, which I'm not paid for, you know. It's like spending 20 hours a week running, improving my body. I mean, like, this is good and shit, but like I've been overdoing this shit for sure. I mean, due to my previous identities and my goals in life. Like, I've been putting too much fucking effort into this shit. And so today I finally realized that the actual thing over here is that fucking simple, brother. It's called dopamine, and I'm talking about this thing a lot on this channel. So pretty much it's called dopamine. And now that today I began my day reading, which I've done for 1.5 years before that, around COVID session, I just simply had these days when I was like inspired, you know, like before noon, you know, like I've been able to read and write around like 2 hours. I've been learning something that day already. I've been able to work on my business ideas. I've been writing. It is noon, and you know, like many shit happened already. Then I started to feel the same way. And so what I realized is that I've been doing these fucking hardcore workout sessions because I just simply needed to get the dopamine from somewhere. And so yesterday I finally realized that, man, I've been working out like fucking all day long, like all fucking day long. I woke up, I've done the push-ups, I've been running, and this was a 2-hour long session, I remind you. After that I went to the fucking content, I got back, I've been working on my business, I've been doing bridges, I mean, like I've been doing kind of a yoga. After that I've been working, and after that I went for a killer 2 fucking hour workout session. So pretty much that was my day. Like I've worked all fucking day long. So it's like, man, like, what is that, man? Like, you're not happy. You're not enjoying this. Like, this is too much. Like, I mean, fitness is good and shit, but this is not your calling, brother. It's like, this is not you. So today I just woke up and I was like, man, like, what is your fucking calling? You know, one of them is to fucking read and to write and work on ideas. That's what you love and you are blessed to do, is to plan, to read, to fucking think and make decisions. That's your shit. And so since I began my day this way, now I'm feeling so much better, bro. Now I do not, during my running session, I didn't really feel myself. I just simply have to push that fucking hard. And so what I realized, which could be coming back to the main idea that I've been coming up with, is that whether you're feeling that you have to push because you're seeing all these self-improvement guys out there. And so this is my solution inside of myself for this, that I just simply have to push, but I have to push with the shit that actually makes sense for me. Because working out is all good and all that shit, but above a certain point it's like too fucking much. It's like you need to split those energy, you have to do something with that shit. And so this is all dopamine, because I just got this belief around this that I have to work out a certain amount of time in order for me to be able to focus on business. But in reality, I just simply need the beginning, the initial amount of dopamine hit inside of my brain coming from earned fucking dopamine. And this is perhaps the most important part of this video that I wanted to share with you, is that in order for you to feel inspired, you have to do something in the beginning of the morning, in the beginning of the day or in the morning, that gives you that earned dopamine. And for a long time, or more than a year now, for me it was working out, which is a good way, which is a fucking great way to start your day. But I've been overdoing that, and so today I just woke up and I was like, I've been reading, bro. It's like and I'm feeling the same fucking way. It's like I'm even feeling better. I'm not exhausted. I mean, like, I still couldn't stand it. I just simply came out here to work out. But this is the point over here, brother. It's like, you just simply have to start your days with an activity which will be giving you dopamine, so earn the dopamines. Not like eating, not like consuming anything, but like working. And so you might be asking, man, like reading is fucking consuming. Yes, but how I read is perhaps different than how most people read, because I read in order for me to understand the ideas inside of the book and apply every single, pretty much extract every single idea and put it in either in my personal life or either in my business. So for example, I'm reading a thing, it's like Sow Seed Bubble. Today's reading. I fucking love economics though. I've been reading a ton of books about economy. I fucking love that shit. So Sow Seed Bubble. So basically what happened over there is that, man, there were a bubble and so on and so forth, and they pretty much banned shared stocks in England. That was the conclusion over there, or the takeaway. And so I just started to think about that thing, and man, like, England had been able to prosper without shared stocks, and so after the shared stocks, like, man, what does that mean? Like, do I have a... And so it was like, man, like, how my brain pretty much implied this is like, man, like, we just simply have limiting beliefs. Okay, now what are those limiting beliefs? Like, and I'm asking these questions back for myself, like, what are my limiting beliefs? And I start to extract that thing. And so pretty much like books are perhaps inspiration for me when I'm just simply connecting with all these ideas, and from those I can just simply grab all this fucking energy that, and I can just extract it and pretty much like put it on myself. And so this is how I'm creating, and that's where dopamine is created, when you're learning something, when you're realizing something. That's how this whole process works though. So, brothers and sisters, just to freeze up everything. You have to push, but you don't have to push from fucking hatred. And I'm not telling to you that you shouldn't have days when you're not pushing from hatred and from this energy that fuck the world. Those are the days when you're a masculine beast, bro. It's like some days, for example, yesterday too, I went to the gym and I was like, man, like, give me the freaking, you know, weights, because. And I just, but this is the last story. Sorry, man, I'm super fucking enthusiastic. I've been doing the deadlifts, and I do not really do that. I'm used to calisthenics and own body weight workout, and I just pretty much went out there and I was like, man, like, I've been lifting 70, 80, 90, 100, and I still can't fucking lift from my gut. But my hands are not strong enough to do that shit. It's like, fuck this shit, man. Like, what is happening is like, give me something I can break. So that's about the beast modes. And again, not eating all day long after already a more than 2 hour long workout session, 2.5 workout session, and I was still like beast mode. So yeah, those are those days. But what I wanted to tell you is that this realization is so huge and so impactful and so important. So pretty much we just simply have to find a ways to earn that dopamine with the activities that are suited for us and are closer for us. And also I got this limiting belief regarding to reading, that if I read in the morning I cannot focus on my business. Motherfucker, you're starting your brain, you're just pretty much putting oil on the fucking engine, you're just putting fuel, you're putting the most purified oil gas in your tank, brother, because you just simply start work with your brain. Like that's your training. It's like fucking warming up, man. Like I mean, like, but whatever your business might be, it's like warming up your fucking brain with reading, man. Like, so this is it. And as you can see on me, I'm way more enthusiastic, and I'm not on the topic that, man, you have to push, you have to work out, you have to be disciplined, which is, by the way, the fucking cornerstone though. To be disciplined, that's everything. But to be disciplined smartly, and why I'm sharing this so honestly, and why I'm sharing this part of myself too, is that I can just simply represent something and someone who is authentic. Because I'm really going through this journey, brother. I'm really doing the fucking Nofap. I'm really taking the fucking cold showers I've seen. I'm really running every day, and I'm really sharing you with the struggles. And this is not an easy fucking journey. So this is why I'm sharing this thing with you, so that for you can get these takeaways from here and apply it to your life too. Because this is the fucking one life we do have. So maybe love it some days. Some days hate and love too, but yeah, love.